Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so now we're going to look at the basic nominal sentence with a pronoun. As we said in the prior video, basic nominal sentence is a sentence that begins with a noun, and in Arabic it's known as a jumlatul ismiya, and it has two parts, the mubtada and the khabar. The mubtada is the subject of the sentence, so what you're speaking about. Then the khabar is the predicate, which is the information about the subject. So we looked at the example, the car is new. So the car would be your subject, and then is new would be your predicate. So you can pull this off with a pronoun. As we know, all pronouns are definite, and by default they're in a state of rafa. Right? So if nothing's messing with it, you don't see any harfu jar before it, or it's not attached to a word, it's just sitting there in this form, then it's in a state of rafa. So they can serve as your mubtada. So just as a quick reminder, the pronouns go huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So let's look at some examples. So ash-shajaratu jamilatun means the tree is beautiful. If I wanted to turn this into a sentence with a pronoun, if I wanted to talk about that tree, we could easily say hiya jamilatun. Right? They're both matching in gender. They're both in a state of rafa. This has a dhamma, and by default this is in a state of rafa because nothing's messing with it. We know pronouns are definite by nature. They were on our list, and we know this word is indefinite because of the tanween on the end, and they're both matching in number too. They're both singular, so it'd be translated as it is beautiful. Look at another example here. Al-muslimani tawilani. So the two Muslims are tall. If we wanted to transfer this over and talk about them, it would be huma tawilani. So they both are tall, right? So it's matching in number to this. It's referring to two. Same thing's happening here. Definite, indefinite. We know that this is indefinite because it lacks any of the signs of indefiniteness. We said when it comes to two in a noun or three in a noun, so dual and plural, we're not going to look out for tanween, rather we're going to look to see if it's missing any of the signs of definiteness. We know they're both the same gender. Huma can serve as both masculine and feminine. It just really depends on the context. And in this context, we're referring to... Oh, geez. My computer's having a seizure. Okay, anyway. And in this context, we're referring to Muslims that are male. Right? As you can tell from here, there's no signs of femininity. This is definite, this is indefinite, so we're dealing with a mubtada and we're dealing with a khabar. It would be translated as they both, we're getting both from here, are tall. Okay. Well, actually we would say we're getting both from here, and this has to match in number. That's why this is ani. It's matching the two in here. But here we have another example, which is aqlamu nafi'atun. Aqlamu nafi'atun, which means the pens are beneficial, right? And so this is pens, and if we want to refer to it with a pronoun, we would use hiya. So remember that when we're referring to a broken plural, and this is a broken plural because the regular form of it has been changed. The regular form is qalam. Let's see if I can type that out real quick. It is qalam. Qalamun. It looks like that. So we know there's a broken plural because look, there's been that alif added that's completely broken its form apart. It doesn't look the same anymore. It's a broken plural, which also exists in English. Just like how in English we have mouse. When you want to say many mouse, you say mice, right? Not mouses. So that would be a broken plural. And broken plurals are always treated singular feminine, which is why this is singular and it's feminine. So hiya nafi'un, nafi'atun, they're both matching in number, they're both singular, they're both matching in gender, they're both female, this is definite, this is indefinite, and they're both in a state of rafa', so it would be translated as they are beneficial. Okay? And yeah, that's how you use pronouns in a nominal sentence, at least for them being the mubtada. Assalamu alaikum.